hard times.
Will every day's fare be like this?
Jane soon learns that conditions at Lowood are terrible. There is little food, and the rooms are freezing cold.
Frozen.
The girls are always cold, tired, and hungry. Many fall ill. They faint from weakness during long prayer meetings. On Sundays, they have to walk miles through the snow to church.
You dirty, disagreeable girl!
Miss Temple encourages them, but the other teachers are cruel. The girls are punished severely, and Helen Burns is beaten for things that are not her fault.
The Bible bids us return good for evil.
Later, Jane finds Helen sitting alone, reading. Jane is still angry at the teacher's cruelty and unfairness, but Helen is meek and patient.
I could not bear it.
Helen believes she must suffer in silence. Otherwise, she may lose her chance to learn, correct her faults, and help others. Jane does not agree.
Love your enemies.
Helen tries to convince Jane that she should try to please even the nastiest teachers. They talk of Mrs. Reed, too. Helen wants Jane to forgive Mrs. Reed for her cruelty.
Would you not be happier if you tried to forget her severity?
My mission is to mortify these girls, to teach them to clothe themselves with shamefacedness and sobriety.
One day, Mr. Brocklehurst, the master who owns the school, makes a visit of inspection. He finds fault with everything. While he is droning on and on, Jane's slate slips from her fingers. Mr. Brocklehurst rounds on Jane in fury. He makes her stand, in disgrace, on a stool, and tells the whole school that she is a wicked liar.
You must be on your guard against her. Avoid her. Punish her.
I cannot bear the shame. Angels see our tortures. God waits, with a full reward.
Jane is distraught, but Helen smiles at her secretly. This gives Jane courage. Afterwards, Jane cries bitterly, and Helen comforts her. So does Miss Temple, who comes to find them as soon as she can. She leads them both to her cozy private parlor. Have you cried your grief away? There, Miss Temple listens while Jane tells her the whole story of her short, unhappy life. Have you coughed much today? Then, Miss Temple asks Helen very kindly about her health. With a worried look, she takes Helen's pulse. You must have it. After this, it's time for tea and toast. As a special treat, Miss Temple produces a splendid cake and cuts generous slices. When tea is over, all three sit happily by the fire. Helen and Miss Temple talk of wonderful faraway countries, exciting books and poems, and the marvels of nature. Listening to them inspires Jane to work hard at her studies. She wants to learn more. Miss Temple gives Jane extra time for her favorite subjects, French and drawing. She begins to feel happier.